We should also know the pull of the muscles which cause the deforming forces in a proximal humeral fractures. The greater tuberosity by the fact that the muscles of rotator cuff, that is supraspinatus, infraspinatus and teres minor, are attached to it is pulled posteriorly as well as proximally. In the lesser tuberosity is attached the subscapularis, which pulls the fragment medially and inferiorly. The head is impacted because of the fracture and the shaft is pulled proximally and medially due to the attachment of pectoralis major. It is also important to understand the vascularity of the humeral head to know why few fractures lead on to avascular necrosis whereas others do not. Until about 2010, it was believed that the anterior circumflex humeral artery, which is a branch from the axillary artery, is the major supply to the humeral head, and the posterior circumflex humeral artery supplies only about 30% of the humeral head. In 2010, Hetrich et al., by their study in cadavers, proved that the major vascularity to the humeral head is from posterior circumflex humeral artery. It supplies about 64% of the superior, lateral, and the inferior head, and the rest is from anterior circumflex humeral artery. This clarifies that why in cases of neglected posterior dislocation of the shoulder or neglected posterior fracture dislocation of the shoulder, we rarely see avascular necrosis, since when the head is dislocated posteriorly, the posterior circumflex humeral artery usually is not damaged. Hertel in 2004 described the prognostic factors for a proximal humeral fracture. By knowing the vascularity of the humeral head, we now can understand how Hertel's criteria is described. If the medial calcar segment is less than 8 millimeters, it is considered a bad prognostic sign. That is to say, if the medial calcar on the humeral head is less than 8 millimeter in its length, then by all chances the vessels which pass at the surgical neck of the humerus is not supplying the humeral head and hence it might lead on to AVN. If the medial hinge is disrupted more than 2 millimeter, means if the shaft is displaced more than 2 millimeter medially, it is a bad prognostic sign. Why? Because when the shaft is displaced medially, it might directly damage the anterior as well as the posterior circumflex humeral artery, which runs just next to the humeral shaft. Comminution of the medial physis, metaphysis. Comminution means that there is significant energy occurring which causes comminution of the bone. Due to this high velocity, high energy imparting injuries, it might damage the vascularity. Hence, a comminution in the medial metaphysis means a poor prognostic sign. Anatomical neck fracture. In a proximal humerus, anatomical neck means one just lying next to the head, whereas the surgical neck is the one where the arteries run. If the fracture is in the anatomical neck, there is hardly any vasculature which is entering the humeral head from the surgical neck and hence it is a poor prognostic sign. It is noted that Hertel's criteria is having a positive predictive value of up to 97% to guess which of these fractures can lead on to avascular necrosis. Have a look at these two fractures. This fracture looks relatively simple, whereas this looks very complicated. But if we apply Hertel's criteria, criteria number 1, we notice that the calcar is very shallow in this case, whereas the calcar is extending to quite some depth in this fracture. We know that if the calcar measures less than 8 millimeter, there is a high chance of AVN. Medial comminution is not present in both of these fractures, but we notice that the shaft is displaced more than 2 millimeters in this case, whereas in this condition the shaft is displaced laterally. Displacement medially is a poor prognostic factor. Hence, we can predict that fracture number 1 might lead on to AVN, whereas this particular patient AVN might not develop and might lead on to a good functional outcome.